What's up, investors? It's Mike from MJF Invest. Today's video is going to be about Roku, ticker symbol ROKU. In this video, I want to talk to you about how Roku has changed over the years and where they've evolved to over time and where I think the evolution will take them. Also in this video, I'm going to discuss how I think there's some confusion about exactly what Roku does and what it is. And we're going to talk about the Roku channel and how I think the Roku channel is a game changer. And I'm also going to touch on how I think it's still very early in the game for Roku. I think we're in the bottom of the first inning, honestly. And I'm very excited about this company and its future prospects. But before I go any further, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for future content, and let's talk stocks in the comments section. Roku is a company for somebody with an imagination. That's first, right off the bat. The company's changed a lot since it IPO'd in 2017. And I think that's a lot of the stuff. I heard somebody say in another video, a popular YouTuber made a video. I won't even call him out by name, but he has like 50 or 60,000 subscribers, and a lot of people get excited about his videos. And I heard him make a comment like, I can't figure out why ARK has Roku in their portfolio. And I'm going to tell you why. And that's a big credit to the company's CEO named Anthony Wood. Anthony Wood is the creator of the DVR. He was a vice president in Netflix early on. And you know that's something I'm always looking for. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm very involved, and I really want to know about the CEO, his vision or her vision for their company. This is really interesting to me. I found this quote from 2012, I believe, from Anthony Wood. And he said, DVRs are a stepping stone feature to a world we are moving rapidly toward, which is every video is available on demand in the cloud. He has a vision, and he's headed towards it. And it looks like he's been headed this way for a long time. A+ to him, an A+, to the front office. And again, that's certainly criteria that I look for when I'm selecting my stocks. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so you should be doing all your own research. And ultimately, it's your decision whether you want to buy or sell these stocks. Roku IPO'd 3 years ago. Roku's up 853%. I have a video that I did just a few days ago where I was recapping the ARK Invest's Bad Ideas Report and their weekly innovation newsletter. The first article that I covered in the video was how 60% of linear television customers won't cut that cord because of live sports. And at some point, whether it's next year, because I believe and in that video I discussed this, 3 of the major sports leagues have television deals that expire next year. So we should be, I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on what they do, what they decide to do. Are they going to stay with linear television, or are they going to move to a streaming platform? As that transition occurs, Roku will really benefit. And if you're thinking of Roku as a device that you're watching on television, or if you're thinking of it as a competitor to Netflix or a competitor to Disney or a competitor to Amazon, in my opinion, in my humble opinion at that, I think you could possibly be looking at it wrong. When I'm looking at the big picture, though, I'm looking at Roku as a platform, as a complete platform. What I mean by that is if you look at I'm going to put up their financials from the last quarter. Roku brought in $111.296 million from their hardware, which is their sticks, boxes, TVs, sound systems, and all their devices. But the platform revenue was much more. The platform brought in $244.777 million. So to break that down into percentages, 31% of the total revenue came from the devices, while 69%. And if you're asking yourself, what do you mean by the platform? Like, what are you talking about? And the best comparison that I could kind of make is they're almost like a Microsoft. It's an operating system for smart TVs, opposed to an operating system for the computer. So I could see them as a modern Microsoft in a lot of ways, and I'm that excited about them. Maybe I'll catch flack for making a prediction or a statement like that. The gross margin on Roku's hardware is just 7.5%, while the gross margin on their platform, their software, they have a 56.5% gross margin. So the revenue is much better. It's much more profitable. And when I say using their platform, so if you're using the Roku software, if you're on a Roku TV or you're using a Roku device on your television and you get a Netflix subscription, Roku gets a percentage from Netflix. They're really just competing with these companies. They are working with, and the advertisements. You have to consider we're in the middle of a pandemic. Ad revenue is way down, so you can expect a big jump in those numbers in ad revenue next year for a lot of companies, but Roku will definitely reap some of that as well. One of the really exciting things, I won't get too much into the ad revenue. I'm just going to take and assume that everybody understands how ad revenue works, and that's a big part of this. I'm not going to stress that too much, just to keep the video as brief as possible. I wanted to really touch on the importance of the Roku channel. You can watch a selection of movies 24/7, live news in the United States and Canada, and we're going to be looking to grow. And you can also add premium subscriptions like Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon. The free content is monetized by ads, or you could pay the subscription. So that's more revenue. But now the Roku channel has now become an app store for premium paying and non-paying channels. It has also grown into a full-blown platform in that way. And it's even launched on Amazon Fire Stick. So if you have an Amazon Fire Stick, you can just download the Roku channel. And with that, all the content that comes with the Roku channel. Roku has the top connected TV platform in the US last year with 84.7 million users. Amazon Fire Stick was number 2 with 71.2 million users. And also consider this is mainly domestic numbers. These numbers in revenue are mainly domestic in Canada. So it's United States and Canada. They're starting to expand internationally. I'm very excited if you to see what happens once Starlink comes into the picture. When Starlink comes into the picture, if you don't know what Starlink is, please look that up. Just to be brief, it's basically a project of Elon Musk where he's going to shoot rockets up in the air and you know, just kind of shoot satellites out that's going to bring internet to places that don't have them. And things like that are really going to ramp up the e-commerce business, which Roku doesn't have yet, but I'm assuming, you know, that's something that I'm assuming they'll be looking to get into. A lot of doors can open up once this happens, and especially once you know, so much of the world doesn't even have internet yet, and when it does, that, you know, these streaming platforms are really going to explode. But for now, back to, you know, the Roku channel being available on iOS and Android. Amazon Fire. Roku can monetize much easier worldwide. Roku has started to expand internationally by introducing its operating system in TVs and by launching the sticks and dongles. That strategy will probably work very well in most of the world, as it did in Canada and the US. So basically they use the hardware to get into the house, sticky customer base, or, you know, repeat customers. Just to wrap it up, we talked about the Roku channel being available on the iOS, Android systems, and just as an app. We talked about the possibilities with ad revenue. We talked about Operation Starlink and the value that may bring. We also talked about how linear television, the decline of linear television, specifically in live sports, will accelerate the growth and potential for Roku. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and it's just really fun to think about other stuff. You know, while I was researching, like I said, I was really, you know, spinning my wheels, thinking of different ways. There's a lot of different things that they could do. Let's talk about that in the comment section. Tell me, did I miss anything? Or are my ideas a little bit wild and crazy? Or can you see what I see? Do you see this happening? Do you see this unfolding in the near future? Let's talk stocks in the comment section. And please hit that subscribe button. Really been working hard to try to build an audience and bring value. You know, just really share ideas and let's make money together. You know, I want to be prosperous, you know, in a group, right? And And you can only do that if you join the family. Hit that subscribe button. And please hit that like button, man. These videos do take some time. And I'd appreciate if you hit that like button. And thank you so much for watching.